A notary public is presented with a deed for notarization where the grantor's signature is already affixed. The grantor is not present, but their attorney is, with a letter stating the grantor's consent. How should the notary proceed? Now, the professional conduct section of the Notary Public License Law is instructive. Specifically, it states that upon the faith of these acknowledgments rests the title of real property, and the only security to such titles is the fidelity with which notaries and commissioners of deeds perform their duty in requiring the appearance of parties to such instruments before them. So with that in mind, let's have a look at our choices to determine our solution. Choice A states, refuse to notarize since the grantor is not present to acknowledge the signature. Indeed, as we just read, the notary can only notarize if the grantor signed in the notary's presence. Therefore, this choice seems to be our solution. But let's look at the other three choices just to be certain. Choice B states, notarize the deed as the attorney's presence with the letter is sufficient. This is not correct. As we read before, the person signing the deed must do so in the notary's presence regardless of whether or not the attorney is present. Therefore, choice B is not our solution. Choice C states, contact the grantor directly for verbal confirmation before notarizing. Whether or not the grantor confirms is not relevant because it was not signed in the notary's presence. Therefore, choice C is also incorrect. Choice D states, notarize and keep a copy of the letter for records. Keeping a copy of the letter for records will not help in this instance because the person did not sign in the notary's presence. Therefore, choice D is also not our solution. This leaves us with choice A, refuse to notarize since the grantor is not present to acknowledge the signature, as our solution.